When most expats, digital nomads, and retirees think about relocating to an affordable destination, countries like Greece, Portugal, Mexico, Thailand, and Spain are usually the first to come to mind. While these places are certainly cheaper than the US, Canada, or most of Western Europe, they still aren't the most budget-friendly options since they are often crowded during peak tourist seasons. As a result, the cost of living can double or even triple in high tourism months. That's why in this video we've highlighted some of the more under-the-radar countries where living cheaply is much easier. These nations don't see the same heavy influx of seasonal visitors, meaning expenses remain relatively stable year-round. While a few of them may lack certain first-world comforts, those earning in stronger currencies like the US dollar, British pound, or euro benefit from much greater purchasing power, making it possible to enjoy modern conveniences without overspending. So here are 12 inexpensive and underrated countries to consider living in for 2025. Number 12, Curaçao. With a population of around 165,000 residents, Curaçao is a small yet lesser-known Caribbean island located just off the northern coast of Venezuela. Over time, it has been ruled by the Spanish, Dutch, and British, which gave rise to its unique version of Creole culture. These colonial roots blend together with African and indigenous traditions, forming a captivating mix that can clearly be experienced in the colorful capital, Willemstad. The social life in Curaçao is a rich combination of both local and international influences, making it easy for expats to integrate into the community. Its climate stays pleasant all year long due to being positioned safely outside the hurricane belt. While food and imported items can be more costly, affordable housing, public services, and transportation help keep overall living expenses manageable. At present, a monthly budget of about $1,600 to $2,100 is generally sufficient for a comfortable standard of living. Curaçao also provides various visa and residency options, tailored to retirees, remote workers, and expats. These typically require proof of financial independence, a local address, and standard documents like a background check and valid health insurance. Number 11, Uruguay. Much smaller than its neighbors Argentina and Brazil, Uruguay sits modestly on the east coast of South America. In the past few years, travel to Uruguay has steadily grown in popularity, with its once small fishing villages being transformed into luxury beach destinations. However, that does not mean the country feels overcrowded. Even during peak seasons, most vacation rentals remain unoccupied, since only a very small number of foreigners, particularly digital nomads, visit this South American gem. Aside from tourism, there are also small but noticeable expat communities mainly centered around the capital city of Montevideo, while other retiree groups can be found in coastal areas such as Punta del Este. The cost of living here is generally fair, though often higher than both neighboring Argentina and Brazil. This is largely due to the excellent quality of life, reliable health care, and the strong safety index that Uruguay offers compared to other nations in South America. Furthermore, obtaining residency is very simple. Both retirees and remote workers can apply, and in most cases, the only requirement is to prove a stable monthly income of just $1,200 from abroad. Number 10, Montenegro. Located along the Adriatic Sea, Montenegro is a small nation in southeastern Europe, situated next to Croatia and across from Italy. From its breathtaking UNESCO World Heritage towns to crystal-clear beaches and a deep cultural legacy, this Balkan treasure provides a unique and captivating experience. Although well-known spots such as the Bay of Kotor and the Budva Riviera attract many visitors, the country overall still feels less crowded and less expensive compared to Croatian coastal towns. Beyond the major hotspots, the coastal city of Bar and the town of Ulcinj are favored by those seeking peace and tranquility along the Adriatic. Living costs vary depending on location, with the Kotor area being the priciest, where monthly expenses can climb as high as $2,500. On the other hand, the capital Podgorica and the city of Bar remain very affordable, with typical monthly spending, including rent, rarely exceeding $1,600. The overall quality of life here is solid, allowing residents to enjoy both local traditions and modern conveniences in its urban centers. Montenegro also offers a broad range of visa and residency programs, combined with a steadily growing property market that appeals to expats and investors alike. Number 9. Lithuania. Often overlooked compared to its neighbors Estonia and Latvia, Lithuania is the largest and most southern of the three Baltic republics. Despite that, it showcases a fascinating blend of history, culture, and natural beauty found nowhere else. The capital, Vilnius, is packed with impressive Gothic and Grand Baroque architecture, while Kaunas, the second-largest city, is a stronghold of interwar modernist design. Beyond its urban beauty, more than 35% of Lithuania's land is covered in forests, paired with 30 national parks and a coastline stretching about 90 kilometers, making outdoor escapes always within reach. Many young professionals move to Lithuania for its stunning nature and appealing work-life balance. The cost of living, including rent, is roughly 47% lower than in the United States, which means those earning income from abroad can live comfortably on a smaller budget. The only drawback is its relatively mild climate, which ranges between maritime and continental, making it less attractive for those who prefer year-round sunshine. Number 8. Chile. Stretching across a narrow strip of South America that runs for about 2,700 miles, Chile shares borders with Peru, Bolivia, and Argentina. With such dramatic changes in latitude and its position between the snow-capped Andes Mountains and the Pacific Ocean, the country enjoys an extremely diverse climate. Beyond its striking geography and natural beauty, Chile also boasts a vibrant cultural heritage covering music, art, astronomy, film, and literature. Chile scores high on both quality of life and healthcare rankings, and it has one of the fastest-growing economies in South America. Employment opportunities span many areas, including mining, natural resources, high-tech industries, tourism, education, healthcare, and design. Expats and digital nomads are increasingly welcomed across these fields, while entrepreneurs and investors also find opportunities here, as the government encourages foreign investment through attractive tax policies and relatively easy residency requirements. Nearly 90% of the population lives in cities or larger towns, with Santiago being the most populated. Beyond the capital, the coastal jewels of Valparaiso and Viña del Mar offer sun-filled lifestyles, while the Lake District around Puerto Montt is considered the most affordable option for long-term living. Number 7. Bulgaria. Located in the Eastern Balkans, south of the Danube River and west of the Black Sea, Bulgaria offers both affordability and access to key European and Middle Eastern routes. For expats and remote workers looking for a cheap but comfortable place to live, Bulgaria deserves attention. While it may not sound as glamorous as some other destinations, the balance between low living costs and decent quality of life makes it stand out. The country's economy provides opportunities in sectors like IT, manufacturing, and tourism, supporting a lively job market and growing expat community. However, unemployment is still higher than in Western Europe, meaning only skilled foreigners typically land good-paying jobs. On the lifestyle side, Bulgaria's Black Sea coast is excellent for a budget-friendly summer retreat, while the capital, Sofia, remains one of the cheapest European capitals to rent in year-round. A central one-bedroom apartment averages about $400 per month, and groceries are very inexpensive. Overall, you can live comfortably, even luxuriously, in Bulgaria for $2,000 to $2,500 a month. Whether in a coastal town or a big city, the country also offers multiple visa and residency paths, making it practical as well as affordable. Number 6. Georgia. Wedged between Europe and Asia, Georgia is a transcontinental nation of about 3.8 million people. Often overlooked by budget-conscious digital nomads, it surprises visitors with stunning scenery stretching from the Black Sea to the Caucasus Mountains. Add to that a deep cultural heritage, famous hospitality, low costs, and a friendly tax system, and Georgia stands out as a hidden gem. It is also one of the easiest places in Eastern Europe to set up a business, open an international bank account, or work remotely. The country even grants a remote worker visa for those earning at least $2,000 monthly or holding savings of $24,000. The capital, Tbilisi, is considered one of the top cities for young nomads, with countless restaurants, lively nightlife, affordable housing, and international communities. On the Black Sea, Batumi blends an old-town charm with modern skyscrapers. Safety is another strong point. According to Numbeo, Georgia has the 20th lowest crime rate out of 148 countries. Living costs are also very reasonable, even in the capital, where most nomads live comfortably on $1,600 to $2,000 per month. Number 5. Albania. Occupying a prime location along the Strait of Otranto, which connects to the Mediterranean Sea, Albania is a country blessed with stunning beaches, rugged mountains, rolling hills, rivers, and lakes. Its natural beauty goes far beyond what meets the eye. Once one of the poorest nations in Europe, Albania has impressively risen to the status of an upper-middle-income country. At first glance, relocating here may seem a little unconventional, especially since many locals choose to move abroad in search of better job opportunities. The main driver behind this trend has been limited employment prospects. However, the Albanian government is steadily advancing reforms aimed at boosting economic growth, creating new jobs, and moving closer toward European Union integration. For foreigners with a steady pension or fixed income from outside the country, Albania is a hidden gem. Life along the coast, even in well-known resort destinations such as Dura and Vlore, remains remarkably affordable. Monthly expenses for a comfortable lifestyle rarely exceed $1,700, making it possible to enjoy a high standard of living without straining one's finances. Albania offers an appealing balance of affordability, scenic beauty, and cultural charm, a unique opportunity for anyone seeking a laid-back yet fulfilling lifestyle in a nation on the rise. Number 4. Sri Lanka. Located just off the southeastern coast of India, Sri Lanka is a compact island nation full of charm and diversity. Despite its deep cultural roots, scenic landscapes, and rich history, it often remains overlooked as a place to settle, mainly because of its past economic and political struggles. Yet in recent years, the country has shown impressive resilience by stabilizing its economy and moving forward with reforms. For retirees, digital nomads, and expats, Sri Lanka is both welcoming and safe, offering a tropical lifestyle at a fraction of Western costs. The living expenses remain modest, even during peak tourist seasons. Renting a 2-bedroom home or apartment in an urban area generally ranges from $450 to $600 per month, while everyday goods and services are significantly cheaper compared to other islands of similar scale. Another plus is the variety of visa options. Sri Lanka provides accessible pathways to relocate, from residence permits and permanent residency to independent means visas, making long-term stays much more straightforward than in many other countries. With its blend of affordability, natural beauty, and warm hospitality, Sri Lanka is steadily becoming a compelling choice for those looking to balance comfort with adventure in a tropical setting. Number 3. Cambodia. When considering relocation in Southeast Asia, countries like Thailand, Vietnam, and the Philippines often take the spotlight, which has driven up costs and created more crowded living conditions. In contrast, Cambodia remains a budget-friendly alternative that deserves more attention. Here, everyday comforts often feel like luxuries. For example, hiring household help or dining out regularly is easily affordable. Those seeking an upscale lifestyle can find modern apartments with rooftop pools and gyms for around $500 to $700 per month, while modest studio apartments can be rented for as little as $200 monthly. Beyond the low cost of living, Cambodia also offers another advantage. Long-term visas are generally straightforward to obtain, with several types available for extended stays. Although the country's infrastructure is still developing, many expats find adapting to life here surprisingly smooth. The slower pace of daily living allows for outsourcing of household chores, adding to the overall quality of life. While moving to an emerging nation does involve some trade-offs, many find that the benefits far outweigh the downsides. Number 2. Bosnia and Herzegovina. With its rich cultural history and largely undiscovered landscapes, Bosnia and Herzegovina remains one of Europe's least explored destinations. Often considered a hidden gem among travelers, the country is now working to change that by encouraging digital nomads and long-term visitors through various visa incentives. One of its biggest draws is affordability. Living costs here are among the lowest on the continent. A single person can cover monthly expenses, including rent, for roughly $1,000 to $1,100, depending on location and lifestyle. Another major advantage is the absence of a high season, meaning prices remain steady throughout the year, unlike in many other European destinations. While domestic transport by bus, road, and rail is still developing, access from neighboring countries is simple, with many visitors arriving from Croatia, Montenegro, and Serbia for day trips. The capital city, Sarajevo, is by far the main hub and the most popular entry point for international travelers. Bosnia and Herzegovina also offers a range of towns and cities with diverse activities and scenery to explore. Safety is not a major concern, as most areas are considered secure, with only occasional petty crimes like pickpocketing reported against tourists. And the last one on the list is number 1, Tanzania. The largest country in East Africa is home to the island of Zanzibar, one of the most appealing destinations for internationals today. In recent years, Zanzibar has gained popularity among remote workers looking for a tropical retreat that is both affordable and scenic. Many foreign nationals have even invested in real estate here, as the country now allows overseas buyers to fully own both residential and commercial properties. That said, Zanzibar is not for everyone. The island has little in the way of nightlife or party scenes, so those who prefer a lively social environment may find it too quiet. On the other hand, anyone seeking peace and relaxation will enjoy its tranquil beaches and laid-back lifestyle. The newer, more developed sections of the island can feel busy, often filled with visitors from Scandinavia, Australia, and the UK. Still, its sandy beaches, luxury resorts, rich cuisine, and lush forested interiors all add to its charm. To top it off, Zanzibar is ranked among the safest islands in Africa, attracting an increasing number of people who choose to retire here or relocate simply for a change of scenery. In terms of cost, Tanzania remains very affordable. According to Numbeo, a single person's monthly expenses, including rent, average between $800 and $1,000 in Zanzibar, depending on lifestyle and exact location, far below Western standards for island living.